What is up, guys? It's your man Evil Eye Dre here, coming at you with another World War II video. And in today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about how to raise your KD and keep that KD high. So as you see right now, guys, I'm rocking a 2.05 and at 268 score per minute. And yeah, so let's look over here at my best stats. 100. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, a lot of people probably wonder where I get that from. Well, let's just say I had a really great game. CTF, man. My friend has it on his channel, believe it or not. Quad V2s. But yeah, these are the streaks I've been using. My most used streaks I use UAV flat guns and paratroopers. People sleep on the flat guns, but that's my favorite weapon to use. But yeah, it's a lot of things that I feel could actually help people raise their KDs. It's just like people don't utilize it a lot, you know. As I'm showing you all my things, you know, free for all. I've played a bunch of different modes, and don't get me wrong, I have fun with them, but different modes have different types of players in them. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not a Dom player in this game because that 50 points per kill crap blows me. Hard point I can deal with, but you know, unless I'm playing in a party, that's boring. CTF been fun because you know I can just play that with friends and just slay out people. But yeah, so those are my stats right now. But as far as that goes, let's get right into the video. So as we see, you know what I'm saying, I'm playing some Capture the Flag with my boys Cameron and Tortoise. You know, you see them in most of all my videos. But what we're going to talk about today is, like I mentioned earlier, how to, you know, bring up your KD. So a lot of times, you know, we play and we think like, yeah, man, I want a really high KD this game. And, you know, you play to your effects. You know, basically you play to your strengths and not your weaknesses. You want to make sure that you try to get as many kills as possible. That's the easiest way to say it, right? But I mean, it's more to it than that. So a lot of times we hop into these lobbies, and you know this game be iffy with the lobby matchmaking. You do too good, you get put in sweat lobbies. You know, occasionally you'll find a noob lobby here and there. I just learned the number one thing I'm gonna tell you guys right now, and this is number one. While you playing this game, never play solo. For the simple fact that if you play solo, you're gonna rage at this game. This game is irritating, and the way randoms on your team can play, yeah, you're not gonna have a good time. If you noticed in all my gameplays, you see my friends King, Tortoise, and DBFS, aka Cameron, all the time, like in every one of my videos. And that's because I only have fun playing this game when I'm playing it with friends. If I don't play this game without them, I will admit, I will seem to rage. You know, another thing that a lot of people seem to sleep on but kind of forget, if you're going to play, you know, don't try to use something because somebody said it's really good. Try to use it because you think it's good. You know what I'm saying? If you like the STG, use it. It don't matter what anybody says. Do what you want to do with it. If you like the WAF, use it. You know what I'm saying? If you're good with a weapon, stick with that weapon. And then once you get comfortable with that weapon, feel free to transition from that gun to a bunch of other guns in the game. It's a lot of times I play, and I know a lot of people feel like, man, I'm only going to do good if I use the PPSH. I'm only going to do good if I use the bar. You know, I would say that about the FG42, but I don't really know, you know, if it's really that great as it was anymore. But yeah, you know, I feel like a lot of times we get these weird ideas that, you know, in order to actually be competitive, we have to use the competitive weapons. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. In a game that's PPSH spam heavy and bar heavy, you know what I'm saying? I said bar heavy, bro. You know, this whole thing is just going out of the downtown. But regardless, you know, if you use a lot of weapons that are, you know, heavily spammed, feel free to. Here's my only thing, okay? We as the Call of Duty community, we always seem to rotate towards the most used weapons because those are if they wouldn't be most used if they wasn't good. You know what I'm saying? The PPSH is the most used SMG because it's the only SMG that kills the most. I'm not gonna lie to you though. I'm not gonna say it's the most consistent because sometimes I'll be melting people and then the next second it's taking a whole clip to kill somebody. I don't know what it is, but yeah. In this video, you know, you see I'm using the Thompson. Now, I like the Thompson. I'm not gonna lie to you. In this video, I think I was using primed and infantry, so I got like what, grip, extended mag, rapid fire, and I believe long barrel or whatever it's called in this game. Still, you know, you gotta use setups that you like. A lot of times I play and I see people using the same things. You know, you get these PPSH prime sweats, and you know, I mean, it's other guns in the game. People seem to forget that from time to time, but hey, who am I to tell somebody how to play? Like I said, if you want to raise your KD in this game, you want to use weapons that you're good with. I'm not saying, you know, you got to pick up a bar or FG42 or, you know what I'm saying, a PPSH 24/7. But I mean, I'm not going to lie, those are the pretty good weapons. So if you want a good KD, use those good weapons. But the thing that a lot of people seem to forget when it comes to getting a really good KD and keeping up a high score per minute and all of that, I really can't help with the score per minute because as you guys see, my score per minute isn't even that high. But as far as KD goes, it's like this. Play modes that you believe you can do well in. Now, I play TDM, and I'm not going to lie to you, you know what I'm saying? I hop into these lobbies where people do not move. And if they are moving, they're using shotguns. And I'm not going to lie to you. In every other Call of Duty, I'd be like, play TDM, you know what I'm saying? It has a steady pace flow and all of that. No, not in this game. In this game, do not play TDM. TDM is going to only make you hate this game. In my opinion, you're going to have to either play Kill Confirm, you know what I'm saying? I play Capture the Flag. So personally, if I can recommend anything, I'd recommend playing Capture the Flag because like it's just so much fun. You get to pick up the flag, and if you got ordnance, you get your streaks like that. You know, it's like a lot of people seem to forget that there's multiple ways to play the game for a reason. You know, I feel like that in this Call of Duty is getting a lot of hate, but it's not because of the wrong reasons. You know, for example, to maintain a high KD, you know, you need to find a playstyle that suits you. But just because I said a playstyle that suits you doesn't mean you sit in a corner with a combat shotgun and fire shells, or you head glitch all day with the bar or the FG42, or you know, you sit in a corner with the STG44. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of ways to play this game, and I'm not judging whichever way you choose, but I'm just saying personally that if you really want to do well, you got to choose a playstyle that's going to help you. Not if you are a camper, I have no problems with you. You know, I'm a fan of a camper myself. You know, Seiken Mad Rush. I watch him all the time, and I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? This guy's good. But see, there's a difference between being a camper that holds an area down and somebody who just sits in a dark corner waiting for somebody to come past. Like that is some slimy, grimy stuff, bro. Do not be one of those people. And another thing, you know, right along with being a camper, in this game, the sprint out times are not good whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? I could go run my cat, you know what I'm saying? And my cat doesn't even have to be walked. I could run my cat. I could sit up over here and drink a glass of water. I could blink, take a shower, go to sleep, wake up the next morning, and I'd just be picking up my weapon in this game. You know what I'm saying? So it takes a while, and I'm not going to recommend you use Gunslinger. I don't really feel like that's going to help you that much in this game, because sprint out times is what make a good Call of Duty, and in this game, the sprint out times suck. To be honest with you. So if you want to get caught rushing, I mean, rushing is your own choice. Don't rush if you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? Because guns, you will get gunned. I ain't gonna lie to you. As a typical player who plays this a lot, I can tell you for a fact that running and gunning is only good if you actually know that nobody's in a spawn. You know what I'm saying? Flanking if you're running and gunning, go for it. But if you're running and you just like you running right into the action, you're gonna get gunned. Because there's always somebody sitting on their head glitch. There's always somebody sitting in the corner. And to be honest with you, I don't know why. I've played a lot of boots on the ground Call of Duties, you know, Call of Duty Ghost, Call of Duty Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3, you know, etc. And people camp, oh my god, people camp so heavy in this game. My reason I think a lot of people camp hard in this game is because, you know, we had the jetpack era in Call of Duty. Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare, where, you know what I'm saying, instead of actually having to worry about people head glitching, you can outgun them easily. You know, a quick double jump, thrust jump, whatever it was, dash, you could easily, you know, gun anybody who's sitting on the head glitch. Meanwhile, I feel like those players kind of be like, man, I can't rush the way I want to, so let's camp. I mean, it's still ways to rush. You just got to find out the right rush routes. Another thing that can get you a high KD in this game, use the right streaks. If you notice in the video, you see me using, you know, recon plane, flak guns, and paratroopers. Now, everybody's gonna have their own special thing. If you can get a carpet bombing, if you can get a fire bombing run, go for it. Heck, if you even want to use the emergency airdrop, go for it. But my thing personally is run streaks that's gonna get you a lot of kills. And in this game, that's kind of hard to do because almost all the streaks suck. But I can say one thing: if you can manage to get paratroopers, even though paratroopers can be bipolar at times, because one minute they feel like they're gods at the game, then next minute, you know, they go from paratroopers to parapoopers. And they just like get crapped on before they even hit the map. But regardless, you know what I'm saying? Do what you have to do to get your streaks. And, you know, if you get them streaks, if you can constantly cycle through them, then you'll have a higher KD. You know, I'm not saying you always got to sweat, because, you know, sweating isn't a fun play style. Because if you sweat 24/7, you're not going to have fun with the game, at least in my opinion. But, you know, hey, it comes a time where you got to really think like, man, is this what I really want to do? You know, is this the play style I really want to achieve? I've been playing Call of Duty since Modern Warfare 3, so I know how to play boots on the ground. It's just like, my God, I dislike the way I gotta play it in this game. I have to pre-aim every corner and all of that. So as I was saying, let's look down the list. So the 4 things I recommend you do if you want a high KD. Play game modes that can guarantee you a lot of kills. Never play solo, because that's gonna irritate you. Use a gun that you're really good with. I mean, you don't always have to rely on the sweaty weapons, but if you're only good with that weapon, kudos to you. And of course, as I mentioned before, make sure you're using the right streaks, because the right streaks can be the actual detriment that chooses whether or not you have a good game or whether or not you have a bad game. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? If you follow these tips, you should be able to have a higher KD in no time. I'm trying to, raise my KD. My KD is a 2.05 right now, but trust me, it'll definitely get higher before this game's life cycle is over with. I was a 2.5 in IW, I believe almost a 2 in Black Ops 3, so I should be able to get my KD just a little bit higher. But yeah, man, if you enjoyed the video, please be sure to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications if you're even new. I don't usually make long videos this often, but I figured I'd make an exception this time because I want to help my player base, get out there and actually be able to have a high KD. All you guys are good in your own way, and I know you guys can do it. But with all that being said, guys, my name's Eagle Eye Dre. Smacking lobbies is my hobby. And be sure to follow all of these tips. They will definitely make sure you get a higher KD. Hope everybody has a wonderful rest of their night, and I will see every single one of you guys in the next video. Peace.